What's good, y'all? It's your boy Yang here again on the Berries channel, and today I am going to be ranting, but I'm not going to take too much time. I'm very annoyed. But before I get into the rant, right? This channel is for people who enjoy Marvel Rivals, who enjoy gaming, but you are employed or you own a business, you take care of your family, whatever it is, you have other priorities, but you still want to get on the game and you want to improve. You want to play well with the limited time that you do have. So today we're going to be talking about positioning because I am sick and tired of playing with these morons, these idiots. And I'm sorry if you are an idiot yourself, right? But just because you're dumb today doesn't mean that you can't be smart tomorrow. So if you stick through this video, right? If you or even if you get into arguments with the people I'm going to talk about, this is going to help you improve. This is going to help you rank up. This is going to help you understand hero shooters better because I'm starting to realize there are too many people, right? And it's okay. There are a lot of people. Marvel Rivals is their first hero shooter ever. And they play the game 120 hours, 500 hours per season. Per season. And they still don't understand positioning. They still don't understand these simple concepts that you should know that these are fundamental concepts to hero shooters. They don't get it. And you know what they cry and they complain about? I need a shield tank. And I'm going to make another video about the shield tank stuff, right? But what they're not understanding is that you must understand positioning. You cannot play a hero shooter and not understand what positioning is, right? So let's get into this. I forgot which map this is, but if y'all play the game enough, you know what map I'm talking about. Where you come out, it's like a bunch of little pathways that you can take. There's a high ground right here that has like pillars, and then there's a little right side where you can flank. This is what most people do when they play the game, right? And fundamentally, it's not incorrect. The cart is right here. They walk right to the cart and they push the cart right into choke. The game is designed to have chokes, right? But that doesn't mean that you need to stay there. The reason why it's a choke is because it is a bottleneck. It is a tight area where a lot of damage is going through. So this is Team A that's on attack, and they're trying to move the cart. Let me just make a little shape, right? They're trying to move the cart, right? Everybody, what they do is they come out, they sit on the cart, and they just fight each other. They just sit here and just fight each other until somebody dies, and then either they move the cart or they hold the cart. They hold the cart there. So let's talk about understanding the damage, right? But why positioning is important and the damage that goes down choke and why you don't have to sit on choke to win the team fight and then move the objective. So in this scenario, you have the Punisher on height. He's probably on a turret. You have Magneto spamming right here. You have Penny spamming right here. You have Bucky spamming right here. You have Luna throwing in a little bit of damage here and there. You have Invis throwing a little bit of damage in here, or just healing up her teammates or her tanks. That's six people. That's six people putting damage into this one area. So if you're the Hela player and you're complaining, oh, I'm not like I say the strange shield breaks. He press shifts and he flies up in the air, right? The Emma shield break. She starts backing up. You decide to make the wonderful decision. I'm Hela. I'm gonna get the Bucky out of here. You step into this area. You step into this choke. You're not surviving six characters putting damage all into a single area. It's not gonna happen. So you know what occurs during this time period? You step up as the Hela, you get eliminated, you get sent back to spawn. Once you get eliminated, right? The Strange is still backpedaling. The heals are all looking at Strange and make sure he gets healed up. The Emma gets eliminated, she heals back to spawn, and now it's just Hawkeye. And what is Hawkeye doing? Hawkeye is just standing all in this area. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit me a headshot. It's six people putting damage down. You're gonna die. They all get sent to the spawn room, right? And they're pissed off. You know what they say? You know what they say? Emma, you need to switch. Emma, we need a Magneto. So Emma is gone now. We need a Magneto. We need more shields. We need more shields, right? So Now you guys come back out again, and guess what happens? Y'all push your car a little bit more. Y'all make them retreat a little bit, right? Because let's say the Magneto wasn't in the best position, right? He takes too much damage, right? So now you guys they retreat a little bit. Now things have changed a little bit. They're right here. You move the cart here. You're like, yes, the shields are working. We're able to maneuver. We're able to push a little bit more. But guess what? You're still in the choke. Because you know what's happening right now? The same exact thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All in this area. So what happens? The strange shield breaks. He decides to go to height. Magneto uses his shield. He decides to kite. Guess where his shield breaks. Now it's Hawkeye right here. It's Hela right here. It's 5 people putting damage down the choke. You're gonna die. Guess what happens? Strange shield finally comes back. He pops up. Hawkeye's back in the spawn room. Loki was trying to heal the Hela in here. He was out of position. He's back in the spawn room. He's backing up. Hela tries to leave. Hela gets taken out. And now it's just the tanks and Luna. And they're backing up. So now we're in the spawn room. All in the spawn room again. You know what happens? DPS, you guys need to switch. Or the DPS says, healers, you guys suck. Who you guys need to switch. You guys need to switch. One of you guys suck. You guys need to switch. I'm tired of this. We suck. We're trash. The whole time, the game has been stressful because no one is deciding to move from the choke. There's just too much damage being funneled all into one single area, and no one is aware of it because this is everybody's first hero shooter game. So you know what? Coach Yang hops in and he says, hey guys, don't change your composition, right? The Emma was good. Go back to the Emma. Magneto is gone. They go back to the Emma. We keep the Hawkeye, everything, right? But this time, this is what I say. Strange go main, right? Emma go main. Luna stay here, right? But I want the Loki and I want the Hela to go right side, right? Come out of spawn and go right side. Hawkeye can still stay here. So now what happens, right? Let's say the Punisher is back here, right? Bucky went, let's say the Punisher went back to height. He's back on height. Bucky's right here. They're all right here. So now the enemy team is forced to shift their damage. If they decide, oh, we're gonna all damage right here. It's six people. Punisher can't see there. All he can see is right here. They have to make a decision. If they turn their backs to all look at the Hela and the Loki, Loki's in a position he could still keep healing Hela. He has clones. Let's make it accurate. He has clones. The Hela, if she takes too much damage, she could just use her bird to fly back. Now that they've turned their head and they're all looking at the Hela because she decided to not go just choke, right? The Magneto is able to shield his team here, but look who's left. The Punisher. Hawkeye, he smacks his shit. So where does Punisher go? He goes all the way back to the spawn room. Now the heels they have to retreat. They have to continue to move back. The cart moves forward, right? But now you could play a little bit more aggressive. So now they move forward. Luna's still here. Hawkeye decides to take height. Cause the Bucky's still looking for that Hela. Right? But let's say they when they kite it back, they rotate it all the way back around. They're all the way back on choke, right? They're walking, right? So now again, They're spamming damage. They're spamming damage, right? All down here. But guess what? Guess what? Now, the Hawkeye, he has LOS all right here. All right here. And if he wants to, he could still shoot right here. So what happens in that fight? Strange shield breaks. He has to back up. Everybody's backing up. Everybody's backing up, right? They're backing up. They're moving forward. But guess who's out of position? Guess who has an easy shot on the invis that's back here? Hawkeye. Punisher's still on his way back from spawn. Boom. Guess who gets taken out? Invis. Done. Now what did the team has to do? They have to back up even more. Now the cart can move. Hawkeye can reposition. Hawkeye can go find another angle. Hawkeye can, now that the cart's moved, he can go find an angle over here, right? Strange can come take space. Emma could come take space. Hela could be like, you know what? Now I want height. Loki can come back here, right? And this is all about positioning, placing yourself in an area where you don't have to be in the choke. The choke changes. The choke changes based off where all the damage is being put at. Punisher comes back. And now, again, they have to split their attention. There's a Hawkeye on the right side. There's a Hela on the left side, right? Let's say they both look at the Hela. These two look at the Hela. They eliminate her. Cool. Cause that's realistic. She gets sent back to spawn. And Viz is still walking back to spawn. They still have to worry about the Hawkeye that's on a different angle. So let's say they're like, yo, the Hawkeye's hitting shots. They start putting their resources into the Hawkeye. The Hawkeye is forced to he's either going to die or he repositions, right? Because normally there's like some type of there's some type of pillar or something right here. I'll just put that here. There's some type of pillar right here. But in the process of them focusing their attention on Hawkeye, Emma grabs the Spider Girl, kicks her into the team. Kicks her into the team. Now, boom. They're damaging her because their attention has shifted. Boom. She's back in the spawn room. And Viz shows up. But now Hawkeye has already peeled, right? He's just creating new angles. He's already peeled back, but they're down another tank. So now it's a Magneto, and he's trying to protect all 4 of his teammates now. You know what happens? You know what happens when there's one tank and Strange has been charging up all? He just shifts, launches over top of him. Boom. Aya Agamotto. They're wrapped up. Oh, they're wrapped up. Boom. Magneto can only bubble one. He only can bubble one person. Let's say he bubbles a Luna, because afterwards she's gonna ult. They're done. They're finished. They're gone. The Penny just got back. And now where's the Hawkeye? Where's the Hela? They can sit on main now because there's not as much damage being funneled down the choke. It's just the Magneto, the Penny, and the Luna versus Hawkeye, Emma, Hela, Strange. Even if the Strange dies, right? Now the tables have been turned. Let's say he dies after he Agamotto's. And somehow the Magneto and the Luna and the Penny survive. Luna's ulting, right? But now you got everybody here doing damage. Loki's still alive for whatever reason. And the cart is progressing. The tables have turned now. Look how much damage is going to be going through the choke. Hawkeye, Emma, the Hela, Luna, Loki. Now they are taking too much damage because they have become the choke. It's 5 people shooting against 3 people. They're not going to be able to survive the damage. Now, if you guys replay this video, if you go through this video and you just understand the concept that you do not have to sit on cart, you don't have to sit on cart. You can go find other angles to do damage, right? To disperse the attention of the enemy, right? You will have way more success than everybody just piling up all in this single area to try to beat the other team. There's just too much damage. There's too much damage that could all go down this single area for your healers to out heal it. It's never gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen unless somebody on their team makes a mistake, and you don't want to bank on them making a mistake when they have an advantage. You want to pressure them to make a mistake when you guys do have the advantage, right? And this is just positioning. This is simple positioning. Just use the map. Go in different places. Stop sitting all on the same point and waiting for somebody to die. That's how you waste minutes of your time that you could be using effectively just getting somebody to look somewhere else. In the example that we have where we had the Loki and the Hela go flank or go find a different angle, the Hela doesn't get a single kill. All she does is just take the attention away from the choke. So then the Hawkeye could get an ISO on the Punisher. The Hawkeye Luna could hit the Punisher, right? Or the Emma could grab the Magneto while he's trying to kite and push him into their team, and then they burst him down. All you have to do is find a different area to be, and I promise you, you will start to see improvement in your game. So if you have somebody screaming in the chat, screaming, we need better heals, we need better DPS, we need a shield tank, just think about for a second where you guys are placed. What is the positioning like? If you guys are all piled up on choke and you keep dying and no one is moving forward, the cart is not moving forward, it has nothing to do with your composition. It has everything to do with how your team is positioned. So that's my rant for today. It's Yang on the Berries channel. Hope this guide helps you guys understand positioning just a little bit better. Smooth and I will be putting together a better and much longer guide to explain this for the people who is their first time playing a hero shooter. I do want to give you guys grace because you may not have learned these concepts, but I am tired of you guys arguing in my games talking about you need to switch, or we need this tank, or we need this heal, or DPS is this and that. Stop doing that. Think about where you're positioned. Think about how you could be shifting the attention so that way you can improve and actually move the cart or get picks or set your team up to make plays. But that's it for today. I'm done with the rant. GG's, y'all.